evening. Tonight we bring you a poignant essay on the subjectivity of modern values. Case in point, if you were to ask 20 people what constitutes superior morality, you'd get 20 different answers, most of them contradictory. Unless you ask a resident of Hunter's Ridge, a small Midwestern town on the verge of financial ruin. For in this somewhat inbred community, there are no gray areas and few open minds. You will, however, find an abundance of righteousness and a dash of death if you visit there at the midnight hour.
You want another one, Ted? It's either yes or no.
What?
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Sure don't look like it.
My wife up there dancing around half naked in front of a bunch of drunk men. They all think she's a slut.
Here. That one's on the house.
Nah, I don't want it.
Look, Ted, you gotta stop worrying about what other people think. She's doing what it takes to make a living.
Make a living? She's making a fool out of me and a spectacle of herself.
Why wouldn't she use her looks to earn money? She's a pretty girl.
Because she's my wife. I used to be proud of her, but now I'm afraid to show my face in church.
What's going on?
Nothing.
Abby's dance is making him upset.
Ted, if I told you once, I told you 100 times. Don't come in here if it pisses you off. I'm sure Abby doesn't need that shit either.
I'm just here to pick her up. We had to sell her car.
Abby sold her car?
It was a tough call, but we got bills to pay.
Maybe you should wait for her outside or something. Business is bad enough in here. Without an angry husband scaring off the customers. There, she's all yours. That was her last number for the night.
That's one sexy bitch, man. I'd unload on her anytime.
Shut your fucking mouth! Hey, knock it off, both of you.
Fuck you!
You, go home, you're drunk.
Shit, I'll kill you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Cooler before somebody calls the cops.
That was nice.
Yeah, I just hope he doesn't make Abby quit. She's the only reason people come in here anymore since they opened up those franchises downtown.
Hey, are you ready?
You're angry again.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. I can tell. Here, take this.
Abby, I want you to quit.
I can't do that.
Yes, you can. Just tell Max that you appreciate him trying to help us out, but this is not the right way for a married woman to make a living.
If I don't work, what are we supposed to do for money?
I'll find something.
You've been laid off for 2 years. If you haven't found anything by now, you never will.
Well, then ask to be a barmaid or something.
He already has a barmaid, his wife, Deborah. Plus, I make more in 2 hours than she does in 8.
I am really disappointed in you, Abby.
You're disappointed? I married a mechanical engineer at a big auto company. I thought I was gonna be set for life.
It's not my fault they closed the plant, Abby.
I didn't say it was. But we can't live off of your salary flipping burgers part-time, Ted. We should be thankful we have neighbors like Max and Deborah. We would be starving if they didn't create this job for me.
Let's just get out of here.
Just like my purse is behind the bar.
No. Let's leave the state, where I can find a decent job so I can support you.
My whole life is here. Everyone I ever knew. Plus, I like working. I like feeling like I have some control over my life. I like being independent.
Really? Well, you like being independent so much? Then you can walk home.
Ted, close the door quick!
What's wrong?
There's someone out there. He tried to kill me.
When you got home?
Just now. You should have seen him. He tried to break down the door.
I didn't see anybody out there. Did you get a good look at him?
I don't know. He was an old man.
An old man?
Yeah, probably one of those losers that watches her dance every night at the bar where she works.
You're a stripper?
An exotic dancer. I wear lingerie in my act. I never take everything off.
What's the difference? Your job there is to turn on a bunch of horny douchebags by showing off your body. Well, that is what they pay you for.
Did you ever see this old man at the bar?
I don't think so. I could be wrong, but it's so dark in there, I can't see everybody's face.
Well, tell me anything you remember about him. His clothes, anything he said.
Oh, he didn't say anything. He was wearing an old shabby coat, and he was like 90. And he tried to strangle me with a rosary.
A rosary?
Yeah, I saw the cross when I was struggling with him. That was a weird thing. He was so incredibly strong, way stronger than somebody that old should be.
Bet that's Max and Deborah, our next door neighbors. I'll get it.
You know, there's a serial killer operating here in Hunters Ridge. His specialty is sex trade workers. Prostitutes, porn photographers, adult video store owners, and now exotic dancers. The description is the first lead we've had to go on.
Because I'm the only one who survived.
So what's going on? We just got home. We saw the sheriff's car outside.
Abby was attacked by some old geezer on the street. Saw her dancing at your bar.
My God, is she okay?
Yeah, she groined him and ran into the house before he could catch her.
We don't know if it was somebody at the bar. These are our neighbors, Max and Deborah. They own the club where I dance at.
Where you used to dance. You're quitting that job, Abby, I mean it.
No, this time I mean it. You're not gonna tell me what to do, Ted. This is all your fault anyway.
My fault?
Yeah, this would never have happened if you would have just given me a ride home like you were supposed to.
All right, everybody, just take it easy.
Did either of you two see an old man over age 70 wearing a dark, shabby trench coat in your bar tonight?
No, not unless he came in when I was out.
When was that?
10, 15 minutes after Abby left. They come and see her act, and when she leaves, the place empties out pretty quick. I made a cash drop at the bank and went back to help Max close up.
Yeah, nobody came in while you were out. I mean, place is a graveyard. Thursday nights are always slow.
Why didn't you make the cash drop after you closed up?
Because that's the worst thing you can do. If somebody's out there waiting to rob you, it'll be when you're closing the doors and going home.
Well, I suggest you to be on your guard after this. I think the same serial killer who's been targeting sex trade workers attacked Abby tonight. He may or may not have seen her at your bar. But if you have exotic dancers at your place, then he may add you to his hit list.
Oh, great. Well, what does that mean? We're all gonna be murdered by some sanctimonious hypocrite that thinks it's okay to watch somebody's guts being torn out on TV and freaks out when you show him a little skin?
Of course they're gonna freak out when you show a little skin. That's what makes them nice people. Killing is okay, having sex is bad. So say it the shepherd, so say it the flock. I learned that in Sunday school.
Well, the main thing is to keep Abby safe. This rosary strangler has killed several people, but she's the one who got away. He may try again.
Maybe you should stay home the next few nights, Ab. Yeah, I mean, just to be safe.
It's probably a good idea. Is there anyone else who can stay with you?
Not really.
Well, I work part-time nights, but I'm usually home by 11. Just make sure all the doors are locked and you know where the gun is if you need it.
What am I supposed to do alone at home by myself?
Watch TV.
Hi, you a cop?
No.
You got $40? Let's see it. My name's Desiree Viande. It's French. You know what it means?
No.
It means desires meet. Oh, nice. That's a big one. You're a real man, aren't you? Ted? Did you just come in? Now I know why he was so strong. He wasn't an old man, he was a young one. And he was wearing one of those old man masks, like the one you see at Halloween. And he had on black leather gloves and that old shabby coat from before.
Show him the rosary.
This is what he used to strangle me with. I had it in my hand somehow when I ran away.
Well, if he was wearing gloves, there's not much point examining those fingerprints. Is there anything else you can remember?
I saw Max and Deborah's light on, and I went and banged on their door, and then they let me in.
That's when we called you and Ted.
Did you get a look at this guy?
No, I was asleep when Abby knocked. Normally I wouldn't even be home yet, but the bar was empty, so I came home early.
Well, then you must have been home too. Did you see anything?
No, I was still at the bar. And like Deborah says, the place was dead. I kept the doors open for about an hour after she left and locked up.
See, that's what I don't understand. I swear I locked the door.
Well, I checked the door, and the lock was not damaged. Who else has the key to your kitchen door?
Well, I have one, obviously. And we gave one to Max and Deborah for emergencies. Abby, are you sure you locked the door?
I think so. When I took out the recycling, maybe I forgot to lock it.
So how are you gonna make sure that this doesn't happen to Abby again?
Yeah, and what about us? We live right next door and own a strip club. If this psycho hates sex and kills anyone who makes money off it, we could be next.
How many people have to get killed before you catch this guy? What, 50? 100?
Look, if you want to be the only law enforcement officer in 250 square miles, plus another 400 of road, you're welcome to it. I've asked the county to assign more men to help patrol the streets. And the state police's homicide squad has been assigned to this case. They'll be here Monday. Until then, the priority is to keep all of you safe.
Monday? Today's Friday. What are we gonna do for the next 2 days?
Or is there somewhere else you could go for the weekend? Outside Hunter's Ridge, I mean?
I have an idea. Why don't the four of us go camping in the North Woods?
Camping?
We have a tent, sleeping bags, a grill, and there's a creek where Ted and I could fish.
Well, I can get the weekend off, but what about the bar? Who's gonna run your show?
We're closed for the weekend. Besides, without Abby there, business is lousy anyway.
Well, that would keep you out of this house.
I'm okay with it. Adam, what do you think?
Well, let's go camping.
How much further?
Anytime now. Should be a little dirt road up here with no sign on it. That's where we turn.
Okay, I'll help you look.
Is there any coffee left in that thermos?
No, it's empty.
Shit. Only 3 in the afternoon. I can hardly keep my eyes open.
You tired?
Well, yeah. Hardly got any sleep last night. And this morning, I had to go into town, buy supplies. Drove all the way to Fairville for some of it. And then loaded up the car. I'm bushed.
Well, if you're too tired to drive, let me know. I'll drive for you.
I'm okay.
You two back there, why so quiet?
I don't know. Why are we so quiet?
Just nervous, I guess.
I'm sorry I made you walk home the other night. I just keep thinking that if I didn't do that, maybe none of this would have ever happened.
Don't worry about it. At least it gets us out of Hunter's Ridge for a couple days. When we get back, the state police will be in town. I just wish...
Wish what?
I just keep feeling like there's eyes on me all the time. I felt it all morning. Like, even when we were at the house, I felt like that psycho was hiding, watching my every move. We're even here in the North Woods and I still feel weird.
Don't worry. I'm not going to leave your side this entire weekend. Nothing is going to happen to you.
Hey, you guys can't do that in here. Don't you know sex has been banned in Hunter's Ridge? So saith the shepherd.
So saith the flock. There, well, at least we got the tent set up.
Yeah, it's just too bad we only have one of these.
I know, we're gonna have to figure something out. At least we have enough sleeping bags for everybody.
Shit, no, we don't.
Yeah, there is. The 2 that we got from Uncle Neil for Christmas, and the other 2 we got for the surplus store, remember?
Yeah, and I forgot to pack them.
You what?
I was so focused on getting the tent, the food, the fishing gear, I forgot all about the fucking bags.
Max, there's only room for 2 people in the tent. The others can't sleep outside. It's too cold.
I know.
So what are we gonna do?
Well, Pleasant Valley's only about 15 miles north of here. I could drive up there, grab 2 bags, and be back in an hour.
All right, it's better than driving all the way back to Hunter's Ridge.
Yeah. Is there anything else we need while I'm going into town?
No, I can't think of anything.
No. Well, I got my cell phone just in case, okay? I'll talk to you later.
All right. You 2 in here? Why, yes, you are.
Sorry, Deb. I don't know what got into him. It must be a back to nature thing.
It's getting away from all the houses and strip clubs and serial killers. It's the first time I've been able to relax in weeks.
Okay, well, I guess I'll go find the stream, get some water for cooking.
Well, don't hurry back on our account.
Oh, I won't. There you are. Finally.
I needed that.
Yeah, I could tell. I just hope Deborah didn't hear you.
She didn't hear anything.
Yeah? How do you know?
She's down by the creek, remember?
Yeah. She's been down there a long time.
Good. She's giving us our privacy.
Deborah, are you out there? She should be back by now.
Come on, Abby, don't worry about it.
I think we should go find her. No, I really mean it. I'm having that weird feeling. Ted, bring her back, please.
This is the last thing I feel like doing right now.
Ted!
All right. I'm going. Deborah! Hey, Deb, you... Look it up.
I nearly killed him in the car when I saw him kissing you.
I know, he's been all over me since we got up here. Made me sick.
Yeah, well, he'll never touch you again. Or for both of us.
I know, I can't believe it. A couple days ago, there was no hope.
What a stroke of luck you were attacked by a serial killer. It was a perfect solution to all our problems.
I knew you had an idea when you said you wanted to go camping. You know how much I don't like it.
Once the sheriff suggested we get out of town, it hit me. We could kill my wife and your husband. Everyone would think it was that sex-hating psycho.
Did anybody see you buy that mask and that coat?
No. I went all the way to Fairville for him this morning. Even found an old Catholic supply house that had the same kind of rosary beads the real killer's using.
Well, we gotta get you out of these clothes.
Right. I'll put the mask and coat on Ted. When they find him, they'll think he was the killer all along.
You have to put the gun in his hand. I brought it from home. It's his.
Perfect. I'll make it look like he killed Deborah, then shot himself. You won't be able to collect on his insurance policy, but I'll be able to collect on Deborah's. We'll use the money to go to New York. We'll start over. Together.
Together? Where's the SUV?
I hid it on the other side of the creek. You go back to camp. I don't want them finding your footprints by the water. I'll pick you up and we'll head into town and get the sleeping bags. The receipts will be our alibi. When we get back here...
We'll call the police.
Right. All right, I'll see you in a bit, okay?
Okay.
Everything all right, Mrs. Grange?
Sheriff, something terrible just happened.
Really? Like what?
When we got up here, Deb, she went down to the creek for some water, and my husband, he went down there and he killed her. And then he shot himself. He was the serial killer all along.
Uh-huh. Well, of course I know that's a crock of shit. The important thing is, no one else will.
What?
I heard you and Max talking back by the creek. I like your plan. With the state police coming to town Monday, really solves all my problems.
You followed me here?
I've been following you for days. Ever since you walked home and kicked me in the balls in front of your house.
Kicked you?
Yeah, that's right. I'm the one who's been killing all the whores, the porn photographers, the adult video store owners. The law wasn't strong enough to clean up Hunter's Ridge, but I am!
So you became a serial killer just to get rid of the people that you couldn't arrest?
Yeah, that's right. All except you. You were the one who got away. Till now.
Max, help me bring the gun!
I won't hear you. Rosemary Strangler got him. And now he's gonna get you. Now that you've framed your own husband for the murders, not even the state homicide squad will ever know it was me all along.
Sheriff Hollifield's diabolical plan was completed to perfection when he was given a perfect scapegoat by one of his own victims.